podcast. We're playing Seasons of Ghosts. It's Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo. Would you rather teleport or time travel?
Oh, that's a good question.
Teleport. Oh. Or
You answered that way too quickly.
but if you time traveled to the future to find something that allowed you to teleport, then you could do both. But
Here's
I'd still
the real
choose teleport.
The
Ultimately.
real important question is, what type of time travel is it? Is it like you have a machine that moves you forward and backward through time, or is it like the one where you transfer?
I know it's always Kyle. Like it's like a would you rather, and he's like, hold on, let's nail this down in coconut water and rust.
Yeah, let's just make it
as
fun.
firm as possible to make it
He
this.
has a beautiful mind. Okay, just embrace
I
it.
think there's a movie like that actually.
What kind of teleporter is it too? Is it just you teleporting, or is it like Star Trek beaming up? Because I would never ever step into a Star Trek beamer.
I regret playing with you guys.
I mean,
Listen.
really, the
Isn't
idea
this what you
behind-
wanted? You wanted us to talk.
I think you're talking about the same thing, because like if you are teleporting, then you are necessarily time traveling.
No.
Oh, physics.
like when you travel on
Right.
a plane against time zones.
Yes, just like
You
that.
go back a day.
Exactly. Like
Exactly
that's exactly
like
where
that.
he was going. I choose the type of time travel that was in the Quantum Leap TV show,
Oh,
where
very nice.
I just go to other people's bodies and solve their life problems over and over and over again.
And there's
like
some-
purgatory, like Sisyphus.
Yeah.
You know, that's the time travel I want.
And your buddy keeps talking to you about how God's got all these missions for you, and you don't know if you're going to make it out this time, but
Yeah, just keep doing it.
just do your best. Steve Bakula.
Scott Bakula.
Scott Bakula?
Yeah.
No, it's his lesser known brother.
Um,
Steve Bakula.
Good
I-
old Steve.
I would choose time travel, but as long as it was like consequenceless time travel. Like I could go back into the past and just beat the shit out of a bunch of people, and it wouldn't change the future. Like there's no butterfly effect.
New timeline.
Go give George Washington an M16.
I want time travel with a hidden thing where I'm actually jumping to different universes each time, and I don't know it. So I think I'm like trying to fix stuff, but every time I pop out in a new universe, it's a different chain of consequences than I thought it was.
Sliders? Is that the sliders?
Yeah.
Time travel? Or teleportation, I should say.
I want time travel specifically where I can only go back to myself as a 6-year-old.
that's a
I
good
just
one.
turn back into
Yeah.
a 6-year-old over and over
You
again.
just keep looping your own life.
Yeah, so like if I
Why
really screw
6?
something up, I don't know. If I really screw something up and I want to fix it, I have to deal with like 35 years again of like just
Courtney has a good point. 6 years old was not a good year for me.
no. It wasn't good until like 19. So like the first, you know.
You do get like 6 years before puberty, though, and that's pretty great.
It is nice though, like knowing. I guess you know that you went back, right?
Yeah.
You don't just like go back in time and like have you're starting over.
Right.
You would be more mature, and you would also know like how to enjoy the
Being
the
6?
perks of being a kid and
Oh,
not
yeah.
having any responsibilities and
Oh,
just
yeah.
doing whatever the fuck you want, except for what's going to get you in trouble. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Like telling your parents to buy Apple some more. Just
Yeah.
shut up about it.
Buy Apple
Yeah.
and Google.
Buy Bitcoin.
Buy Bitcoin. You guys want to hear a fun story about Bitcoin? When I first became aware of Bitcoin, it was like $1 a share, and it had just crashed because the big digital wallet had gotten broken into. And I was like, "Oh my god, this thing's going to skyrocket! It's going to be worth so much money." When my wife came home, I was sitting at the table with a $30,000 personal loan, ready to go. I just needed her to be okay with it, and she was like, "Can we afford to pay this back?" And I was like, "No." And then she was like, "We can't do it." And I was like, "All right." But imagine if you'd bought $30,000 worth of Bitcoin at $1.60 a coin. I'd be a billionaire now.
Yeah, and that'd be horrible.
You would have sold it all at $10.
I would have 100% sold it all at I probably would have sold it all at $2 a coin. I would be like, I made 40%. Woo!
Profit.
I
Well,
think the
that's 20%.
takeaway is to never listen to her again.
No, she was right. Literally, if we'd missed one payment, which we didn't have the money for, we would have,
Been upside
started
down,
the thing
yeah.
of losing our house.
So delicate.
You never
Yeah. Yeah, we were not in good shape financially then.
All right, I feel like there's 2 people at this table who haven't answered the question yet.
Oh, yeah. Time traveler, who is it?
Courtney and Tony.
I answered
She answered.
first.
She answered
She was the first one.
Yeah, she answered
you?
way before
And then you're
everyone.
like,
thought
you
you-
answered way too
yeah, you
fast.
even commented on it.
I slipped through the cracks.
I have a terrible memory.
In all fairness, I don't remember what your answer was.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go straight Nightcrawler teleportation. I want the smoke. I want the blue skin. I want the tail.
The brimstone.
Yeah, full commitment.
I want all of
Um,
it.
I believe, like lore accurate, he actually travels to hell and then back out to wherever it is that he's going.
That's why it
Perfect.
smells like brimstone.
Yes, that's true.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And he can only travel as far as he can see, typically.
Yeah.
I want to take shortcuts through hell to get to where I'm going.
If you had a spacesuit, you could just teleport to the moon and then anywhere on half of the planet. You'd be able to see it. It'd be cool.
What about you?
Oh, teleport easily. Yeah. I have no concern going back. There's nothing for me there. And I'm already on like borrowed time. Every day's a gift. So
Yeah, but what about-
I don't need to know what's coming.
What about? Okay, I was gonna say what about the future, but
Yeah.
What
I'll
about
see
it?
when it gets
What
here
about the
if
future?
I'm that lucky.
Wouldn't that be fun if you got time travel and you're like going back and like, go back and stab Hitler or whatever. And then you're like, I wonder what's forward. And then you go forward like a week and it's just desolate landscape. Like there's nothing left.
One
And
week.
Yeah. So you got like a week to figure out how to save the world.
yeah.
And,
What, have you
Turns out.
seen Umbrella Academy?
Just let it happen.
no.
Watch Umbrella Academy. It's good, and that's basically the premise.
Turns
Oh.
out that karma is impossible to understand.
Yeah, some guy he time travels to the future, and it's just a desolate landscape, and he time travels back and has to figure out how to like fix it.
Yeah. I like the idea that it's all actually your fault. Like if you hadn't gone back and stabbed Hitler, then everything would have been fine. Mm-hmm. But, now you have to go back and stab yourself, stabbing Hitler.
I just watched a movie that was almost exactly like that. It was really good. I'll see if I can't find the name.
All right. I'm ready.
I kept trying to start, and then I'm like, I'm going to wait for them to come to me.
Yeah, let's end this with stabbing Hitler.
You get what you deserve.
We got to go back. We messed up the timeline.
Let's play some pretend.
Mm-hmm.
I need something low and eerie.
Oh, yeah.
Sound guy.
He has responsibilities.
Yeah, so I got Kyle on the ones and twos. I got Courtney running the maps. I got Life parenting all of us, making sure that we're taken care of. And I have Jeff high on drugs, fresh off of surgery. So
Vicodin,
let's play some games.
What could go wrong?
right? My incision could start bleeding.
Yes, that.
Could go wrong.
Good start bleeding.
It's fine. Just let it happen.
You're all surgeons.
Yeah, right. We've got a lot of people here from the medical profession.
No one is in the medical profession here.
What about Gardus? Could Gardus just heal me?
He specializes in food.
You tell us.
I sometimes practice medicine.
You guys were chodes. Oh my Jesus.
Wow. that-
Did you just call us chodes?
you guys were chodes.
It's gonna be a,
Period.
Full stop.
you guys chodes. that's the whole session today.
We wanted to have more fun
Yeah.
today, right? Today is about having fun.
Man. I can't believe we chose the guy with like a speech impediment to GM. You guys were chosen as hostages for the reenactment festival. You were hauled out of town. Enemy arrives, boss arrives. You guys were chosen as hostages for the reenactment festival and hauled out of town. You were wrapped in ceremonial. What's the stuff called? I can't remember.
Chains?
Mats? No, it was the woven mats and stuff like
Robes?
that. Sure. Whatever. You guys are all very dialed in, and so am I. This is
Costumes.
gonna be a
Costumes.
long one.
A long, fast one.
But when you wake up in the morning, it's all gone. You guys are more tied up. You feel a little beaten and bruised, and you are not where you remember being left off. Centipedes begin talking and attacking, and yet still no breakfast arrives. And so you head into Willowshore, and it's a mess. It's a disaster. Old Matsuki fills you in. Monsters came in the middle of the night. They were afraid you weren't coming back. Gardus was really snippy about not getting breakfast. That guy who came out to deliver your breakfast, by the way, still not doing okay. He gives you a mission. You have to relight the Eternal Lantern. Courtney, I need you to pull yourself together, okay? This is serious.
I'm not doing anything. I'm
Well,
just smiling. I'm
I've been
happy.
trying not to make eye contact with anybody.
I'm going to make the maximum amount of eye contact.
Old Mitsuki gives you a mission, you fucking creeps.
I think everybody got some Vicodin in
Yeah,
here.
no kidding. Am I the only? Did I miss a meeting or something?
When you were in the bathroom.
I was doing my own type of Vicodin in there.
Rails?
Rails.
So what happened?
just going pee.
Masturbation is a 10:15 and 11:40 activity
Speaking of the rails,
that we've fallen off of.
yes.
Yeah.
He gives you a mission. You need to relight the Eternal Lantern, clear Dawnstep Bridge, rescue as many survivors as you can. And you begin doing just that. You're able to relight the Eternal Lantern after crossing the river twice. You begin saving survivors, people from the Silver Mist Lodges, the Hand of Spring, all over town. Even some dumb grandchildren that went off to party by themselves. After relighting the Eternal Lantern and crossing Dawnstep Bridge, one of the first things you notice is the governor's mansion is just gone. No trace of a building being there. And you're distracted by Violet Wagon's excellent fish pond work.
It was important for the story.
He wouldn't let us focus on anything else.
Don't apologize.
I'm not apologizing. I just said it was important for the story.
You don't have to explain yourself.
You get a clue that there are more hostages at the old abandoned Cerulean tea house, but a lot of stuff happens before you can get there. You save the Somni family, you save Belric, Gardas' father, from the Grey Butcher in a rather dire fight. And now, on this morning, you first stopped by the Mother's Coil to gather as much information as you could. You liberate the guards, and you find some decent supplies in their armory. You find a bunch of dead horses that have been eaten from the inside by kappas and cockroaches.
Those fucking turtles.
Kappas are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, you make it to the long abandoned tea house, and you find a rather large toad who wishes to eat you, and a hidden voice you can't quite hear coming from the back. Hold on, I'll feed you in a minute. And that's where we ended.
And that's where I screamed out, Madoku!
And then the whole party, I believe, came down on you. Why are you shouting?
But I'm calling him out.
I'm okay with shouting.
Yeah.
Did I leave anything important out? That was a full recap, by the way.
Yeah.
Session 1 to now. Session 0.
Yeah. Gardas has made it like it's his personal mission of saving his father and everything. So this is personal for me.
I'm going to go back and listen to the episodes and write a recap for you one day that's just all the ridiculous things that happened along the story that don't actually contribute to where we're at plot-wise.
That'll be great. And then I can just throw them in randomly during... Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like the idea of having the cliff notes for every episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm doing it. I called him out. I yelled it out.
I'm going to hunt prey, and I'm going to draw my potency oil.
What are
I'm
you
gonna
hunting
switch
prey
it.
on?
The bad guy. I can do it if I can hear him or see him.
Oh, I didn't know
or
that.
Whatever.
I
Yeah,
thought
it doesn't have to be...
I thought you needed line of sight.
No, it doesn't have to be in combat. You can
All
actually
right.
do it.
It sounds like you guys are really excited to get back into this, so I'm going to put us on the map. This is what you guys see. You're in a rather smashed up room. Broken furniture all about. Broken glassware. Not glass, though. Ceramicware.
Dead frog.
And a huge giant dead toad in the middle of the room.
Poisonous dead toad.
You call it out, but you don't actually hear a response. There are stairs leading up to the right of the room. The doors in front of you, they're all sliding paper doors. And there is a small narrow hallway up to the north that leads to another closed wooden door.
Can I run down the bar and jump and climb to the second floor?
I believe you can. I'm going to ask for an athletics check.
Sure thing.
I think it's only about 10 feet up.
Osu also got art this week.
Indy has a climb speed too. So it'd just be
Yeah.
mostly like grabbing on.
Oh, we forgot to do hero points.
It's so, thank you. I do appreciate that. That is
Yes.
somewhat relevant.
Very important.
Did you already
Yeah.
roll?
Yes, I did.
Funny when we remember.
Yeah.
What is, and go slowly for me, what is the hero point situation around the table?
2.
1.
3 to that side of the table.
You can keep mine.
he's using it immediately. Trace.
Ooh, we got a full load over there.
Yeah.
Probably for one of the last times ever, if you catch my meaning.
And I have
He's gonna kill
2.
me.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again. That's much better. Athletics, you wanted?
Please.
16 plus 8, so 24.
I'm not actually going to go look up the rules for high jumping right now. I'm just going to say you get up there.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Nobody's poisoned still, right?
No, I don't think so.
No.
What was? Oh, geez.
So this would put you
Oh, I
directly
see.
above the bar.
Oh, cool.
Interesting.
Does that follow?
Yeah.
So on the map, it looked like it moved over to the right, but again, it's just the second floor is up here. So there's 2 squares in the center of the map, connected by a walk or separated by a walkway, rather. And if you look through that first square, you'll see the chandelier and the bar directly below it.
Oh, so are those rooms on the first floor?
That is one room down there. That is one room that you guys are all in right
The
now.
paper doors that you were talking about.
Yeah, the doors at the top. I mean, no, like
Go back to the original map.
Yeah, right there.
riveting for the listener. The big black spot that's at the top there. Yeah, so aren't there like 4 doors right there?
Correct.
And those are on the first floor?
Correct.
Oh, I thought they were on the second floor.
So this is a little. This
it.
step here
Got it.
is it's nothing more than a step. So again,
I
typical.
understand now.
I get it.
My mistake. I've obviously spent a lot more time with this than you guys. Typical Asian architecture has a lower floor. Typically, this would be used with like a cooking pot or something like that, and then they would have a wooden raised area that they would have for like sleeping and lounging and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that is like a we'd say what 10-inch elevation right there.
Yeah.
So a couple of questions. What are the little gray things on the wall? Are those like sconces?
These?
Yeah, those little guys. Or are those like nodes for windows or something? Oh yeah, we're getting the zoom in here.
Yeah, those just look like lights.
Those are telephones?
Those
I think it's a telephone.
Obviously telephones?
Those are all payphones.
Okay.
Those are the bottom half of the tubes that Mario slides through.
And those are all plates. Okay. So I turn around and I scream back down. I don't scream down the hole. I tell, hey, it's all clear up here.
I'm going to go up to one of the paper doors and just kick it in and scream, Madoko!
So many things happen in this moment.
I'm going to stay close to Gardas as he goes up to the paper door.
Okay. Gardas runs up to the door, shouting and charging. Osu jumps up to the second floor. Violet and Ari, do you guys want to take a single action? I did hear Violet say you were going to try
Yeah,
and
I'd stay close to Gardas.
Okay,
Yeah, I would like to follow behind Vi.
great.
I like to imagine you squeezing in between the bar and the poison pig and just being like,
The poisoned pig.
Poison pig.
or poison frog.
Try,
Toad.
just try not to touch it.
Poisoned
He's
pig.
the
Poison
poison
toad.
pig now.
I don't want to miss-species it. Took me 3 tries, but I got there.
You did. You did.
You kick open this door. This once elaborate banquet room has become a den of filth, littered with unwashed dishes, food stains, and what looks to be the aftermath of many grisly slaughters. Bodies flayed or even partially digested to the point of being unrecognizable lie in heaps and corners, or even sway from ropes tied to the wooden beams above.
You.
A pile of filthy, soiled cushions and blankets lie in a nest-like heap in the middle of the room. In the middle of them sits a rather portly man who greets you with a large smile. Welcome! Osu, while you're up there and you're saying it's all clear, give me a perception check.
Oh yeah, that would be smart.
So this dude is just like sleeping on bodies and shit?
Body parts.
Yeah.
That is a 10.
It's like a snuggle puddle,
Oh.
but without loved ones.
Osu's like, it's all fine. And then as the GM, I'm like, but it wasn't all fine.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Did we just trigger 2 combats at the same time?
Yay!
Either that or we were getting ambushed when we went into the door.
I don't have any dice out.
It's okay.
Cut that.
Yeah, no.
It's
Yeah,
okay
they can't
part?
know.
I'll cut the part where I said it's okay. It's not okay. If you're ever playing at the table with your friends and you don't have your dice, you're part of the problem.
Why don't the rest of you just to get us in turn order, because things I think are going to start happening rather fast here. Give me perception checks.
Natty 20, baby.
Ooh, yeah. I rolled good, too. 17 on the die. Oh, here it is. What do I add to that? So I got 24. What does that nat 20 bring you?
25.
22.
Sorry, Life, you already rolled.
Yeah. Oh,
no. Are you just erasing that nat 20?
Oh, no.
Gardis,
Yeah.
24.
Ari,
25 with the natural 18.
Violet.
Dick
22.
GM.
I mean, he's sitting right there. We'll complain about him later.
No, I like to
hear
do it to his
everything.
face.
Yeah.
If you complain about somebody behind their back, that's when that's like being
No, but it's the GM, so you have to do it.
you do it
Literally
anyway.
in the rule book.
Literally.
That's how you get hero points.
He just took away
It
that.
says
nat
right
20.
here in the book.
Okay, guys. You hear Osu say, "It's all clear up here." You hear Gardis say, "Moduego!" and kick open a door. Ari, what do you do?
I'm going to. She had her Urhu in her hand. She's going to start playing for her Courageous Anthem. I believe Osu will get this as well, to within 60 feet. So, as long as he can hear it, I think it's okay. She's going to then. Oh my goodness. I'm going to cast Protection on Violet. So, are you willing?
Yeah.
He will get a +1 status bonus to AC and saving throws.
It's just like, no, I don't want
Dang.
protection.
Yeah.
And that lasts for 1 minute. So round 1,
That's pretty
protection. That is her turn.
good. Pretty good for somebody who fights with their face.
The man sitting in the back of the room. Welcome. Come in. Sit. Please.
Darn it.
I think we have much to discuss. And again, he smiles at you with pointed teeth and an unnaturally large smile. You must be new entertainment? Or perhaps sorry diplomats? Come in! Sit!
Yeah, we're here to entertain you, all right. I take out the tenderizer. Well, it was already out, and I'm just slapping it against my hand now. What did you do to my father?
Osu feels a pinch.
No.
Is it like a leprechaun or something?
I don't know.
19 to hit.
That's a hit.
As this pile of detritus rises up and
Yeah, what is that?
it's lobster,
it looks like
rock
a
lobster.
hermit crab.
Yeah, it looks like a hermit crab with its shell that's made out of rock.
Yeah, what are the ones, the assassin bugs?
You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And give me a fortitude save.
That's a 18 on dice plus 8 brings me to 26.
You're okay for now. You're okay for now.
It was all for...
But you turn around and you see one of the largest scorpions you have ever probably seen in your life.
Is it still size medium?
It is.
Okay.
Not large,
I've seen bigger scorpions.
but medium.
One time for Halloween, I dressed up as a scorpion. I terrorized the neighborhood.
Hey, Life, does a 7 hit?
A 7 does not hit.
So, as I moved up and attacked, that's his turn.
Cool.
It is Gardis's turn. You already said... Why don't you repeat that line for me?
I said, what did you do to my father? After I said, yeah, we're here to entertain you.
That's the cold one. That's the good one.
I'm afraid I don't know your father.
I'll remind you. Ah! How close is he? Yeah, I can get to him.
So, again, I would like to remind you, as you begin charging through this room, not only are you stepping on bodies, and I would actually, again, really like to shout out Foundry VTT. The map they have in the book is different than the map they have here. They have decorated the map on Foundry with the demolishing. It's a little more TVMA rated map than the one they put in the book, I'll say that.
Yeah.
So again, appreciate that not only are you running on top of bodies, you're running through bodies as some of them are hanging from the ceiling by ropes. Like a macabre butcher shop or something like that.
Macabre.
All right, then
Macabre.
I'm
I believe
instead
it's
of
macabre.
Macabre.
so I'm going to enter the room. I guess it's difficult terrain, right? So I'm not going to be able to charge through the entire way to get to him.
It is not all difficult terrain.
I'm going to go up a few strides.
But as you get in there, I do need you to give me a will save.
Ooh. +9. 14 plus 9 is 23.
You're fine.
That's right. These dead bodies are nothing new to me.
You don't care at all. Not anyone you know.
Yeah. So I'm going to step through one more square just so I'm not blocking the door or anything.
You going deeper?
Deeper
towards
in.
the middle. Of the room?
I'm fine with that. So that's one action, and then I will cast Enfeeble. We're just going for this, right? We're going to kill him.
It seems like you are.
Yeah.
I mean, you're leading the charge. I'm okay with it.
Okay. Like I think we can talk to him in combat.
I mean,
yeah.
you're looking at somebody like a character who kills people for a living. Well, not
Right.
people, but animals and stuff. You know, like that's all he does.
And you're currently walking through the hanging dead bodies of
Yeah.
your townspeople.
Yeah. So if you're looking to Violet for approval to fight, you're always going to get a yes.
He's not a good
All right.
dude.
Enfeeble. You sap the target's strength depending on its fortitude save. Make a fortitude save, DC 17.
Nice.
18 on the die.
Son of a bitch. Success is the target is enfeebled 1 until the start of your next turn. I can't use hero points to make you reroll, right?
What's a
No.
critical success?
Critical success, the target is unaffected.
What was the DC? 17?
17. Oh, wait, you said...
Natural 18.
Oh, I thought you just said 8. Shit.
Shit.
Was it a critical success?
It's a critical success.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch,
no.
bastard.
You probably hit one of the dead bodies that's hanging though. You know, it's
Yeah,
not as
yeah.
strong as it was.
Channel your rage, Gardas.
So that's
Channel
what I
your
was
rage.
trying to do, but it didn't work. I was not able to channel my enfeebled rage.
Well, now you're more angry, so continue on.
I like the
If
idea.
you don't know my father, I'm going to make you remember him. Come on.
Hey, easy there, vasectomy guy.
That was Gardas. That wasn't
Yeah,
Gardas
you better
also
keep your
got
blood
a
pressure
vasectomy.
down. We
That
don't
was
want
Gardas.
you better not pop.
Violet?
Violet's going to go ahead and swish that oil of potency that he readied a minute ago, and then he's going to move up into the room.
What do you swish it in?
15, my
mouth.
teeth.
Okay.
I can get like 10 feet closer.
Which way do you want to go? Do you want to kind of go around and
Yeah,
up?
just yeah.
or-
Let's all do something like
Okay.
that. Yeah,
You can try to
just
climb
there.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want.
And
Give me a
then
will save as
I'm
you enter
gonna
the room.
raise my shield. Ooh, that's probably gonna play. 24.
You're fine.
Dude, dead bodies are nothing to you, too. I mean,
it's just
this is a
Osu,
Tuesday.
you feel this pinch from behind and a bunch of screaming from down below.
I try to grab the assassin bug.
Scorpion.
grapple.
I try and grapple him. Oh my god, rolling stones.
Can I never remember if this is reflex or fortitude? I'm going to say it's fortitude.
Yeah, I think it is. Grapple's fortitude.
Okay.
Was it an athletics check?
Yes.
So that's a 11.
That's a fail.
Okay. I try and grab him again.
Okay.
Well, that's a little better. That's 15.
Do grapples take the map?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Minus
an
4.
attack.
Oh, okay. So that's 11 then.
Both would have been a fail if it makes you feel any better.
You do also have +1 to all of those, but not that it matters.
Yeah, I don't think it does matter. I guess I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna. I guess I'll swing for it. I'll flurry on him at a -8, right? Because
Yeah, for both.
yeah, okay. Hey, so that's 18 on dice plus 8 -8, so 18, and then 4 plus 8 -8, so. Critical fail on the second one, I think.
18 and a 4.
Yeah,
We got a hit and a critical miss.
but that's a stun.
Mm-hmm.
Fortitude save.
Stun.
Stunning fist.
Natural 20.
Dang it!
So annoyed with you right now.
Dude, he stole your nat 20
It's
now.
true. It's true.
I'm
Yeah.
He
Rolling rocks.
Okay, damage.
And taking
I
our
want
rocks.
the version of time travel where I steal other people's dice rolls.
There we go.
10 damage.
+1.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it dead?
Still a solid hit.
Is he dead?
No joke. Are you guys doing your damage right? It is.
I don't know.
You doing
I trust you.
your damage right?
I don't know.
Got him.
Thanks.
Roasted.
Thanks, Life.
A creature jumps out of Modugio's sleeve and launches at Violet.
Oh.
Is that
Oh,
a
it's one of those-
weasel?
It's a
Badgers.
weasel.
He's like, "Fluffy whiskers, go!"
Fluffy
and this
whiskers.
creature jumps out and goes to bite Violet.
No fluffy whiskers.
14.
That's a miss.
Eat that little bastard.
This weasel has a constrict ability.
So it's a weasel snake.
It's a tiny weasel constricting a 7-foot-tall lizard man.
It's tiny, and it's just like a mundane weasel with a constrict.
He just wraps his
It's
whole
not that
body.
long. It's not how they use their bodies.
It's a fantasy world, okay.
Don't tell him how to live his life.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a stretchy weasel.
Yeah.
Stretchy Weasel was my nickname in high school.
Hey.
Ooh,
Gross.
weird.
Yeah, right?
Stop that.
I'm uncomfortable.
That was too far. I've said a lot of shit
X
on this
card.
podcast, but that was too far.
I'm sorry. No,
It is-
I apologize for nothing.
The beginning of round 2. It is Ari's turn.
Okay, Ari continuing to play her Urhu with Courageous Anthem. She's going to walk up here. And then
Up here was 15 feet to the
up
north.
here,
Right at
just
the door.
outside of the room, the ugly death room.
Give me a will save.
Even from out here,
As you look upon the horror, I see what you're trying to do.
I just didn't want to be in there.
I get that, but you still look at all the
still have
grisliness.
to smell it.
So that wasn't good. That, you said will?
Will.
That's a 9. Natural 2.
Not a critical fail, so that's
That's
good. You're frightened 2.
I believe it.
Ooh.
This is
Ouch.
No, sorry, frightened 1. You are frightened
Okay.
1.
frightened.
That's better.
1. Okay, that will go down at the end of this turn or next turn?
Yeah, at the end of
Next turn?
Next turn.
Okay. So she walked up. She's continuing to play her Urhu, and I think she'll do a perception check to get an idea of what's going on with Osu. Maybe she would have done that before she walked up to the door, because I'm just trying to picture where she's at.
As you walk up
underneath-
to the door.
Yeah. Because she's walking underneath the opening in the banister, and he's right above that.
I did make a noise.
Yeah, and I know that you're not here
Yeah.
now, making sure you're not dying. It's a natural 3 for a 10.
You know he's up there.
Yeah.
Osu, are you okay up there? That doesn't sound good, guys. I think Osu needs our help too.
We get him in minute.
That's my turn.
Yeah, Osu can come down to us.
Yeah, it's true.
Just-
you don't know that, though.
Just kite the scorpion down.
He's just grunting.
Oh, I'm going to kite him all right.
I'm sure he's making a lot of noises. He usually makes yipping and
Very focused.
monkey noises when he's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Hoo-ha!
He's got healing potions, right?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, he's
Don't
fine.
worry about it.
He can
Nothing-
he can solo a scorpion.
Can
Yeah.
go wrong.
Ooh, excellent
He
transition.
moves up to this square, him being Moduiku. He's like, "Why do you fight me so? This town was the most boring place ever. Everyone working day in and day out just to make ends meet. Every single year doing the same thing over and over again. All that work just to survive. Wouldn't you want to liven up it too? See everyone forever mired in their same dreadful routine? Admit it. Haven't you been having fun?" And his head extends out, and he bites one of the ropes of the bodies above Violet Wagon. Violet, give me a reflex save.
Oh shit.
+1.
Creepy. Oh man, natty 18 again. Reflex save is going to be
Nice.
27. Do
That's
I
a-
judo kick it back into his face?
That's a critical success.
Yeah.
He smiles at you, as I like to think that the body hits you full on.
yeah.
But it's like 110-pound
Yeah,
body.
I don't care.
And so you're just like, and you're like, you look the other direction. Like, where did that come from?
Like, I'm trying not to let Osu get me with that trick where he taps you on the wrong shoulder. I'm like, okay, tap was on the left shoulder, so he's on the right side.
His jokes will be the downfall of you.
Yep.
We're all learning lessons.
Yeah.
We're all growing.
I'm already grown. Big Violet.
Usa says I won't grow anymore.
I'm gonna say, you did this just for fun? You practically killed my father just for fun?
23 bite attack on Violet Wagon.
Oh, man, you just made it.
Really?
Yeah,
Your
because I got the
protection?
+1 in the shield.
Oh, yeah.
What's your AC right now?
Hang on, 21.
Nice.
Yeah.
11 points of piercing damage. That's max damage,
That's
by the
brutal.
way. 11 points of piercing damage. And,
I get to do a save?
no,
Oh.
don't worry about it. But you are bleeding.
Oh, nice. Let me write that down on my conditions.
I'm going to put it on your Violet Wagon conditions as well, because let's just have a bunch of fun.
Violet's looking pretty messed up, just FYI.
Okay. I'm back to being nervous.
Yeah, I'm at like a third of my health now.
After one hit?
Oh, this is cool.
We just fought the frog. No, we didn't heal at all. after
Oh,
the
that's
frog.
right.
So I'm trying to put the persistent damage on you on Foundry,
Yeah.
and I just thought it was just going to be like a normal, but it has me doing the amount of damage die, the type of damage, and the DC. So I'm just gonna... Cool. Now we're gonna smash cut back up to the second floor.
And Osu grabs at the...
Sorry. We smash cut because of who Osu is fighting. I love the energy, though. I love the eagerness. Here comes the sting. Ooh.
Here comes the sting.
The sting is going to be a 28 to hit.
Oh,
Ouch.
that is... so I'm
Don't
at
say it's-
18
don't say
for
it's a crit.
AC.
That's a crit.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
18.
Hold on. I was looking at the wrong stat block.
This is either better or worse.
Or the same.
Yeah.
There's 3 possible outcomes.
I got a 27.
Okay.
20,
Oh.
20,
6.
27.
Go lower.
27.
Go lower. One low.
That was really hard.
Yeah. All right, that's not a crit then, at least.
Yeah, not a crit.
27 is not a crit?
Not a crit.
By 1. Got it by 1.
By one.
That's a big deal. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was looking at the other guy's stat block. I got 3 windows open here. We're talking about 7 points of damage.
Okay.
You got to get down here to us.
And give
Oh,
me
yeah.
a fortitude save.
That's the plan. Mm-hmm. Fortitude save. That's an 18.
You're okay for now. This really is a game of 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
He's just getting mouthfuls of fur. Okay.
That was only 1 attack. He's going to pinch you now.
Okay.
18.
That's my armor class. Tie.
We're talking 9. Sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. Oh, no. I'm good. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And you're grabbed.
Oh, no.
Oh shoot.
Okay, so is it my turn?
No, we're going to smash
Got
cut to Gardas.
All right, I'm going to walk up to him. So that's 2 squares.
So taking 1 stair to the right into the table there, this piled stuff is difficult terrain. So
So
that
does that
would
mean
be
it's a step?
you cannot step into difficult terrain. Going 1 square to the right is 10 feet.
Step is in
Okay,
like a
so I
5
can
foot.
still make it 2. It's double.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is all of your movement speed to
Yeah.
get there.
So I can still make it there. Good.
Yes.
And then I'm going to 2-action heal V-dub. And my heals are D10s now instead of D8s.
Woo!
Ah, fuck. I still rolled a 1.
Hero point.
Can I hero point that? It's not a...
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Can I attack of opportunity a spellcast?
Oh.
Ah, shit, I should have healed first. I think so because it is... Where's heal? It has the manipulate action.
But also,
Right?
could
Is
we
that
just
what-
say-
Kyle?
I don't know. It depends on what kind of attack of opportunity he's got.
Just the standard at this level. A creature within reach uses the manipulate
Yeah.
move. Okay, cool.
Could we just say that he healed first?
We could have, but this is way more fun.
There's literally no
This is way
difference.
more.
This makes it easier for him to kill us.
What's
He
the-
should have. I agree with you, Courtney.
So what was the healing at? 1 plus what's
11.
11?
Yeah.
That's a big difference, though.
Ooh. I didn't roll very well, though.
Good.
14.
Miss.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn. I am now threatening him.
It is now Violet's turn.
I want an answer, damn it.
Violet is going to move all the way around behind, so he's flanking.
Technically, Jeff, I know you come from
Off
a different
guard.
game system, but
Yeah.
talking is a free action on your turn.
Do you have enough
That was
movement
my
speed to
turn.
go around this
Yeah,
way?
but
I don't
you
have
want
to go.
him to
You can
reply.
go through tiny
Okay.
creatures.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, everybody's talking at the same time.
Sorry.
Violet,
Sorry, listeners.
Violet wants to move. Can he go through the square?
Yeah, because it's a tiny creature.
Right?
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
Does the otter
So-
get an attack of opportunity?
Unfortunately,
funny.
no.
Okay. And then I'm going to attempt a bite. How does a 21 strike you?
That's a hit.
How does 19 points of damage strike you? That's the biggest damage.
Did you do
we've
your
ever had
plus
at the table.
ones?
20 points of damage strike you. I did for the attack.
Okay.
20 points
20 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Damn. He's rocked. His elongated neck just whips back.
Yeah.
What are you biting onto? What do you bite?
The neck. We're
Okay.
going to bite the grossest part because I figured that's where he's weakest.
Okay.
You know?
Stretchy
Right in the
neck.
jowl.
Right in the jowl. And then for my last action, I'm going to attempt to trip him. Hero point. I'm going to turn in my Haunty-themed hero point.
Woo.
There we go. Sorry, I got to do some math.
The magic of editing.
That's why I do it out loud.
25 to trip.
That's trip.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm getting annoyed.
Yeah.
Was it a critical success?
No.
Because they take some bludgeoning.
It was not. Calm down.
We want Tony annoyed. It's when
don't-
he makes mistakes.
I don't think you do. That's when I start fudging.
It's like, does the 36 hit? No.
What do you think it's like to fall down with so much neck? Like, your body goes down, and then does your neck come after you like a slinky?
It's weird because after Jeff said that, he only rolled natural 20s for the rest of the combat. It was the craziest thing. Osu.
Okay.
Smash cut back up to the second floor. Now, bring that energy.
I have a question. So
That's not the energy I was talking about.
he's got me grappled. Can I grapple him back?
Oh my god.
Can we have a double grapple situation?
I
So,
don't see why not.
Or do I have to break the grapple before I can grapple him?
so here's how I'm going to rule this because I don't know what the rules are. If you want to try and just reverse this on him, if you fail, it's going to get a degree worse for you and
Okay.
you will become restrained.
Okay.
To completely flip it on him, you have to get a critical success.
Okay.
If you roll a normal success, we're just going to say you get free.
Okay. So I'm going to try for it. That's a 10 with athletics of 8. That's an 18.
+1.
19?
Doesn't seem like it would be a critical.
Probably not. But if I'm free, that gives me options.
It is free. And I was like, I don't know if I like that or not, but I like that the fail is so much worse because typically failing an escape, you just don't get out. But if you fail this one, you become restrained. So
I'm here for it.
I'm
I like
comfortable for my ruling, and that's a standard success.
Okay. So then I'm going to step above him
Diagonal step to the north.
Yep.
You're still on measuring.
right there.
Still on measuring.
And I want to push him over the railing.
Ooh, athletics.
16,
+1.
17. Thank you, Courtney.
It's so good to have a bard around.
It's also good to have somebody who remembers the small things.
I'm trying. Well, it's all that I'm doing. So
It's my entire
I want to
class.
be included. And I do keep forgetting we've been making saves against fear. I know you have a +1 from protection, but we should have been including the +1 for those.
For the Courageous Anthem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys both succeeded anyway, so.
I'm dying of suspense. Tony, please.
I'm looking up the shove. Did you apply the map?
Multiple attack penalty.
Is escape an attack?
He tried
Yeah.
to he tried to grapple.
Yeah, that was part of it.
Oh.
Yeah. So no, that would be minus
4.
-4. So yeah.
Okay.
That'd be that'd 13.
Unfortunately, this being a cave scorpion, you just run up against the rock unsuccessfully.
You son of a bitch and your rules.
It was cool.
It was, yeah.
Okay, I think that's...
There's always next round if you're not
Yeah.
dead.
Mash cut to the weasel.
Yeah.
Stupid weasel.
It's gonna unleash on Gardas.
This would be a great time for some Pauly Shore quotes.
Oh my gosh.
Like about the copier?
Sure, that one.
17 against Gardas.
Miss!
Really?
Grinding on my Weasage.
Natural 20.
Minus the map?
Yeah. Okay. What is your AC though? Because that is interesting.
19 is my AC. But
Okay.
it still turns a success into a critical success.
yeah,
because it's
but
not-
yeah. Again, if your AC was just a little bit higher, it might have just
Maybe
Yeah.
next
It is
level.
a normal weasel. 10 points of damage,
Son of a bitch, Weasel!
and it has you grabbed. It's just like latched on to you.
Yeah, I like to think it like bit me in the ankle and it like just circled up above into my ankle and like has my leg constricted now, basically.
Yeah, now it's gonna go for the scrotum. Give me a fortitude
Son
save.
of a- I'm already weak in my scrotum.
Is that a cult shot?
Yeah,
Okay.
fortitude save.
Already weak.
Things
there.
have gotten too real.
Ooh, there we go. 16 plus 9 equals 25.
Yeah.
You don't take any of this weasel's constrict damage.
I don't take any scrotum
No
damage.
scrotal damage.
No scrotal damage.
Guys, we're going to round 3.
I'm like jumping on one foot trying to shake the weasel off.
I like how no one's tried to hit the weasel.
Got a lot
Letting
going
her
on.
run wild.
Got a lot going on.
So not only can you move through a tiny creature's space, but you can stop in their space if you want to. So
Stand on
Oh
it.
yeah.
So he's in my space
yeah,
now,
so
basically.
tiny creatures are the only exception. Otherwise, it has to be 3 sizes different to be able to move through their squares.
Ari,
Okay.
beginning of round 3.
So
Save this party.
Ari's music slows down. I'm going to take hold of the camera here.
Oh.
We're going to teleport
Hold on, give me back my camera.
to another place. We go up on this little shop and we see a hand-carved wooden sign that says BAFTAs, Baubles, and Brews. We go inside and there's rows and rows of shelves. It's a round room and it has a ramp that goes along the outside up. Looks like multiple stories. And there's shelves all along the ramp. There is an elderly gnome sitting in a rocking chair by a counter, and she has a little child gnome in her lap, and she's rocking her and holding the child, and the child's clearly crying. And then the grandmother sings. Where the wind blows, follow you. You may not see me, but your heart is true. Listen close, child, don't go astray. Hear the beating and know the way. And we come back into our combat, and Ari is singing this song, and Violet gets the effects of Hymn of Healing, so he gets Fast Healing 2, and then you'll get 2 temporary hit points.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Can we get a round of applause, please?
Bravo.
That is
Yeah.
how you get a hero point.
That was really
Wow.
scary. We can have music now.
Well done.
Thank you. Sorry, I needed a minute. And then after that, she will pick up on her Urhu and start doing a jaunty tune, and Courageous Anthem continues.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Sounded good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you got goosebumps.
A little shaky.
Nothing changes. Nothing changes you more than being challenged and thrown into a horror story. You know those terrifying tales? You know why everyone likes to talk about them? It's so much fun! He takes a couple of steps back.
He was prone.
Oh.
Ha.
He was tripped. He's going to spend an action to extend his neck an extra 10 feet.
Actually,
More neck?
More neck?
More neck.
More to bite.
We're going for more neck here.
It's like our dog, Kipley.
Violet Wagon, give me a reflex save as he reaches up, bites another body off the roof.
12.
You're going to fall prone.
No.
As this body collapses on you.
Did you add +1?
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Slipped in the human chutney.
These
No.
intestines are spilling out over your shins and your thighs. And you try to pick yourself up and you look into the face of Usa.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
She is laying atop of you, flayed and eviscerated.
Oh, no.
This is going to be a long moment for Violet.
And then he'll stand up.
Like hell he will.
And he smiles at you again. So much fun. And we're going to smash cut to this cave scorpion trying to eat Osu.
Yeah, let's see if I can make it through this round.
We got an intense round here.
I'm hurting.
Yeah,
And
Violet
isolated.
is completely dumbfounded. Just...
And I'm about to find out that my mom's dead.
Biological mother dead.
That's terrible.
Things are about to go from bad to worse. 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Give me a fortitude save.
That is a 26 for my fortitude save.
Wow, rolling rocks, guys. 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Here comes the claw attack.
Good luck.
13.
Miss.
Dude, you gotta get down here.
I know. I'm trying to do it in style.
Sting attack. God
Your style sucks.
I know. It's going to get me killed.
It misses wildly with its last stinger attack.
That's great. That's wonderful news.
Gardas.
Oh, Jesus. I made the mistake of glancing over at Life's hit points.
I'm having the best time.
Oh, shit, this fucking weasel. So I am going to... Okay, here's a question that I had. It's been 2 or 3 rounds. It probably hasn't been. I activated my crystal thing. What's it called?
Potency crystal?
The potency crystal in the last fight. We quickly came into this. It only lasts for a minute, though.
But it goes away on a hit. Is
Oh.
what we decided.
Yeah, potency
So
crystal only goes one
you-
round.
Oh,
used it.
okay. Sorry. I thought
Yeah.
it lasted a full minute. Never mind.
You're good.
Never mind. Then I am going to cast Runic Weapon, and I can attack things that are
Does
grabbing
that
me, right?
Manipulate?
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take my attack of opportunity.
He's from the ground. Does he have
He
any
stood up.
negatives to that? Oh.
He stood up at his last action. Kyle got mad about it.
He stood up?
Yeah, I was like, and he stands up, and you're like,
okay.
and hell he will.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
AOO. We're talking about a 23 on the bite.
Yeah, that hits.
You're bleeding. Oh, someone else was bleeding too, and I don't think we calculated that. Violet was bleeding.
I haven't had my turn yet.
Got it. You take 9 points of damage, Gardas,
Uh-huh.
and are also bleeding.
Define bleeding.
On the beginning of each of your turns moving forward, you will take X amount of bleed damage, and then we'll roll a flat check to see if it ends. Unless, of course, you end it yourself.
Okay. The X amount is, what is that, 1d6?
I'll roll it for you. Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
Fair. Fuck it. I can't do anything but hit. I'm going to attack. That was my next quick. Can I attack the weasel if he's grabbing
So
me?
you were casting that spell. That's what caused the AOO.
Right.
Yeah, so you still get to cast your spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I can attack the weasel that's grabbing me.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to attack the weasel that's grabbing me. And I want to kill this little fucker.
The constricting weasel.
Ooh, that'll do it. So it becomes a +1 weapon. I have that. So that's 11 plus 7 equals 18 plus 1 equals 19 plus 1 equals 20. 20 to hit the weasel.
That's a hit.
So now since it's a striking weapon,
That's a bonk on the weasel.
it's 2d8. 9 plus 3 is 12 damage to the weasel.
Fluffy, no! And Fluffy dies.
That's right. Stupid rat. And I'm going to stomp on it a couple of times, too.
Gross. Violet.
Violet is
Violet's going to take 2 points of bleed damage,
cool.
which I think balances out because
Get the fast heal.
you heal 2 points of
Yep.
damage.
So yeah, he had 2 temporary hit points, so he can lose those.
I already lost those
Okay,
when my mom's body fell on me.
got it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about it.
We're kind of right in the middle of it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that
literally
literal
just
or
happened.
metaphorical?
Yeah. First one, then the other.
So Violet's just gonna scream out for Osu, like just Osu, mom, and he's gonna look at this stupid wiggly neck guy, and he's not even gonna get up. He's just gonna start biting and grappling from the ground because he's so upset about it. All right, hero point.
First attack, hero point.
How does a 23 strike you?
That's a hit.
Oh man, another 20 points of damage with my +1 from my...
Dang. Tell me about how you start eating this dude.
I'm not gonna eat him. He doesn't deserve that. I'm just gonna rip his neck clean off of his body, and then I'm gonna leave him there to rot like
Yeah.
a stupid loser.
As his body in death throes begins to twitch, his elongated neck to the head kind of looks like a wacky inflatable wavy tube man.
Gross.
You won't believe these prices.
This creature roars out, dying, its head flailing about, almost comedically. All the while, though, never breaking eye contact with Violet, smiling the whole time.
I'm gonna use my last 2 actions.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
Hero points all around.
I'm full.
I'm full.
2 hero points around the table.
We can take an extra one. It's like a credit.
both haunties. I'm gonna spend my second to last action to remove his head from his body, and then my third action to huck it out a window.
Give me an athletics check.
That's not very good.
Spend your hero point.
10 to huck his head out a window.
It bounces off the wall and splat, splat.
And I'm just so angry. Like, Violet's just stomping around. Ah, Osu, mom! Osu!
Did you take your bleed damage this turn?
No.
I think we did.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we talked about
Yeah,
the fast
Did you
healing
roll
and
your
all
flat
that.
check?
I did. I failed.
Okay.
Still bleeding.
Yeah, that's at this point. I think Gardas. When I came in this room, I was so focused on the boss here and everything that I didn't. Do we even know that Osu is upstairs wrestling a fucking scorpion?
Nope.
No, we're still in turn order right now.
Yeah, and it's actually Osu's turn.
Are we going to my turn right now?
It's your turn right now.
Smash cut.
If you want to take it, of course.
I do.
Yeah, okay.
You don't have to take. Yeah, you can.
You just let the scorpion.
Just for
kill
the
you.
record, I do want to take my turn. I'm just going to throw that.
All right, Life says he's not taking his turn. We're gonna go to round 4.
Okay. I would think that I could hear Violet calling for me.
Absolutely.
So out of just like sheer frustration, I want to tackle the scorpion over the railing.
Roll the athletics check. This will be an attack.
You guys are going together.
Oh, hero point.
Yeah.
What was it?
Come on.
Hey,
Much better.
19 on the dice. Athletics of 8. So that's a 27
Plus
to
your +1.
Plus one.
28 to tackle.
It only took you 3 turns.
I know.
This is against Fortitude save, and
It's gonna look
that's
sick though.
a critical success. So,
Excellent.
are you both going over this banister?
Yes, and I also have for my free falling, my rolling landing. I ignore the first 10 feet of fall anything.
I just like to think, flavor-wise, you take him over and you land on top of him, and that.
I was hoping to like, yeah.
Give me an acrobatics check.
I was hoping to land him right on the bar.
Right on top of Ari.
Yeah.
Right on top of Ari.
They do land like 5
That's
feet
a
away.
12 plus an 8 for a dirty 20.
+1.
Oh, a dirty 21.
Dirty 21.
We've all been there.
Ba ba na ba ba ba
I
na
don't know what that
ba.
means.
From the top ropes.
Osu, you miss the bar. You take no falling damage.
That's great. That's good news.
Roll me a. No, hold on. Give me a second.
No. Don't do it.
The cave scorpion dives from the fall.
Yes.
Whew.
Splat on the ground. And I actually believe that takes us out of turn order. I'm not gonna. Don't want to be too sticky with the bleed effects. You guys can stop bleeding quick enough that I'm not gonna worry about all the. Did you go down and stuff? But do take care of your healing first. But we have a moment now as Violet picks up this head a second time and spikes it into a wall, missing a window. I saw how many times you're rolling over there, so I know you're not rolling well, regardless of what you're doing.
Yeah, it was to stop my bleed.
I assumed,
I
but
bled for 6 more rounds.
yeah, you're dead.
I'm almost dead.
Violet is permanently dead. But I also imagine you're still screaming, yelling.
Yeah.
Osu would immediately seek out Violet.
And I'm just in there tearing apart this corpse like a deranged madman.
Violet, calm down. He's dead. What's going on?
Violet, what about Usa? What about her?
I said, "Oh, it's Mom!" And I would point to the corpse laying on the ground.
No.
And it is a grisly scene in here. You guys begin looking around and you begin recognizing more and more people from Willow Shore, but no one as close to you as Usa. EE is nowhere to be seen.
That's good.
Just like bends over in tears and scoops up Usa.
In your arms, not to be like too crude here, but there's like nothing left. You're picking up like almost a hollowed out, skin and bones pretty much.
And I begin to pray to Pharasma. I do the death rites.
Violet just continues to trash the room. I'm flipping over tables and
I'm gonna
Cutting
walk
the
up and
ropes.
just stand next to Osu. Just put my arm on his shoulder or something.
Ari's gonna go over to Violet and try to cautiously approach him and like dodging things that he's throwing, and she'll go up and she's just, Violet,
yes,
take a breath.
Mo, help me get them down. And I would want help getting the rest of the people down.
She'll stand on his shoulders and help like cut the ropes
ropes.
and whatnot, whatever she feels like will help him to heal.
I know this isn't a funny moment, but that picture, just like you holding up Ari, like just untying people, like half corpses and stuff.
Yeah, I just picture him like hugging the corpse, and then Ari's just like cutting it down. So she's standing on his shoulders and cutting the rope, and then he's like holding it, and then we'll like lay it down. That's the system I have in my head.
Stupid Mozambique.
Depressing.
Every once in a while, she'll pat his head. Yeah, stupid. He's stupid. Just like patting the top of his head.
And I'm still just consoling
Oh wait,
Osu.
you're not supposed to pat people on the head or the shoulders. Never
that's
mind.
true,
She
yeah.
wouldn't do that.
She wouldn't do that.
She would never do that.
She would.
Never, ever. Stupid.
Scratch, maybe. A scratch.
Scratches, yes. He does like to be scratched.
How long do you guys spend in this room? It sounds like quite a while.
However long it takes.
Osu has no concept of time at this current moment.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it would really be up to Ari and Gardas to get us back on track because...
Then honestly, not really me, because I'm, like I said, I'm just there consoling in silence. Like, just... Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more of out of respect for you guys. We will wait however long it takes. Maybe if it starts getting into the night and like we need to get back to safety. But yeah,
Start talking about, like, burial rites.
yeah.
After about 30 or 40 minutes, you actually begin hearing whimpering.
Where's that coming from?
If it's been about a half hour, I'd like to think that we've got Usa bundled up and ready for travel.
So it sounds, and tell me a bit more. And again, I'm sorry if I'm taking too much liberty here. You guys are cutting these bodies down. You're laying them in a row. You're covering them with tablecloths and stained sheets that you find laying around.
Yeah.
Being as respectful as you can. Take 1 reputation point for each faction after defeating this guy. And then an additional reputation point for taking care of the bodies for each.
We're at 7 for each. So with the whimpering sound, Ari's going to cautiously investigate.
You have to leave this room and go down the hall to the north there, and you find a locked door.
Boot? Can I boot it in?
You can try anything you want, bud.
Boot it in. How does a 24 strike you?
The door yawns open with teeth and eats you as you jump into it.
It's a mimic door.
Classic. We've all been there.
How could you fall for that?
It was so
It
obvious.
takes off the other leg.
What did you get?
24.
Yeah, sure. Door swings open.
Is it threatening approach time, or are they friendly?
You find a bunch of villagers. This pantry is poorly stocked, with any remaining supplies having spoiled long ago. The stink of ammonia lingers in the room. These people are all bound, hand and foot. Some of them are gagged. They all look sickly. You recognize again more villagers, and EE's there. He sees you right away. He took your mother. Please, we have to go find her. He took your mother.
We can't help Mom now.
No, we have to go right.
No.
And he's like puking this blackish green stuff now. We have to. And you see as he begins coughing, it gets violent.
Ew.
It's coming from his eyes as well. We have to go.
No one can help Mama now.
We can. We just have to move.
Hold still. Guard us.
He can barely move, and it being bound, it's even worse.
Guard us. Come help.
Yeah. What do we need?
I don't know. You heal?
We could do like a big emanation.
Yeah, just spread my arms, and you just see me. I kind of glow in this soft light, and you start to feel warm. So I'm going to 3-action heal. And everybody regains 5 hit points.
Nice.
You regain 1 reputation point with each faction as you free these villagers.
Wait, no, you didn't already say that.
Gardus, that was very kind of you.
No, I did it for Violet.
Hey, what did you roll in the athletics check to kick open the door?
24?
Oh, that's a fail. It was 25.
No.
I was
Close the door.
I was
Roll back the scene.
Take it all back.
Roll back the scene.
was playing my Urhu, so it was a 25.
Oh, yeah. She's
Cut. Let's take it from the top.
Sorry, I forgot- I
Whole
forgot to
thing.
say that.
Throw it out.
Okay.
That Urhu's important. Can't forget it.
Take a point of damage.
All right.
Locked up your knee when you did it. You shouldn't do that.
Everybody, we need to get back to the exchange.
Back. So back. Everybody go back somewhere. I need somebody else to kill.
Violet, that's not always the way to deal with your feelings.
It feels like my feelings now.
I understand, and that is normal, but you're better than that. You don't have to kill someone when you feel this way.
Who needs ride?
Did you bring the wagon?
I think I did, didn't I?
11 of them raised their hand.
Oh my god, you all so lazy. Get up.
Yeah, I just healed them.
The cart is too small.
It's been 2 days.
Oh, man.
I just healed you all. You're fine. You're fine now. Get up.
Violet starts giving them a hard time about how they need baths.
Yeah.
I do think we should also, before we leave, maybe look around in the other room, unless it was implied.
Yeah, you guys would probably do a sweep of the whole area. I wasn't sure if you've looked around anywhere. You guys want to do perception checks?
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Violet's not doing any
Yeah.
perception
That's
checks.
do a
fair. I like
perception
that.
check.
I like that.
Oh,
They're
Susan.
tearing doors off. And
She's
Flipping stoves.
inconsolable.
Ari would have while they're mourning and
Same.
whatnot after helping them.
thoroughly appreciate your guys' if I haven't already been so generous with the hero points, if I wasn't already just pouring them out, I don't want to break the game, you know.
Yeah.
What did you get?
13.
Ugh.
Dirty 20.
Ugh. Leave it to Gardus to find a flask.
Yes. A flask of what?
A flask of fellowship.
Gay.
I'm gonna take it.
You
and
owe
hold on
that
to
was
it.
inappropriate. You owe me a hero point.
Swish.
No, I give you the one that I didn't get because I was full.
From the 3-point line.
Just seemed so natural, you know?
I'll let you guys look up what the Flask of Fellowship does.
I'll pocket it and figure it out later.
It's fun, but it's purely for role-playing purposes.
Awesome.
Cool.
That's what I like. That's what me, Jeff, likes.
Violet's going to drag that dude's dead body out into the courtyard and light it on fire.
Leave
that's
it
okay.
to Ari to be going around in the main room and go to the stack of papers. This fucking nerd over here, she's like, oh, maybe I found a book. But it's not a book. It's a collection of documents. And what you're able to gather is, I'm going to hand you a prop. And whether you choose to share this with your team or keep it to yourself is entirely up to you.
I'm, at this point, I think I healed everybody. They should be able to get home just fine on their own with that heal. I'm helping V-Dub. I'm going to, you know what? You mourn any way you need to. Let's light this fucker up.
You, as you are pulling him out there with your check as well, Gardas, you find a key on Moduiku. You assume it probably goes to the door that just got smashed in.
Yeah, right. Thanks for this
You
one.
find the keys to the teahouse.
You know what, though? Small town, lazy locksmith, it probably opens half the locks in town. You know? It's like a master key.
Just throwing shade on locksmiths. Small town locksmiths. That's maybe how you would do it.
Yeah, right.
When
Hey.
it feels like an appropriate time, Ari will gather our friends and be like, guys, I found the last will and testament of Queen Mai Lai. He said there's a lot of...
Who?
She. Who is Queen Mai Lai?
She was, you guys, let's see, Violet probably wouldn't. Gardas, you're old, right?
Like, relatively, like
Yeah,
30,
I'm like
40?
56.
Okay. You would recognize the name. She was the proprietor of the Cerulean Tea House for quite a long time. She died a while ago, natural cause, nothing weird about it, but doesn't have any living descendants in Shinmen.
Has the tea house been in a state of disuse since then?
Yes.
Okay.
Several years.
I
That's in the
remember
player's
that.
guide, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. So she's like, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Ownership of my parlor, hereby referred to as the Cerulean Tea House, shall revert to the first person or persons who recover the 2 pearls I have thrown into Fumeoshi's eyes. You will know them by distinct irregularity of blue in one and purple in the other. Full descriptions can be confirmed by Luo and Laws.
2 pearls.
If you want to read it, it's the bottom paragraph.
Sounds like a great job for somebody who can hold their breath for 150 rounds.
That's a nice looking prop, by the way, Tony.
Thank you. I aged the paper and
Yeah,
everything.
I appreciate that. I see the work you put in.
Where they were thrown into where?
In pee. He aged it in pee.
Yep.
Well, that was one component. It
It was
wasn't
a,
the whole thing.
it's a mixture.
Not a savage.
So 2 blue pearls thrown into...
So there's like a pair
there's
of
a
lakes
blue,
that are
and then there's a-
they're just a little day's hike north of the city.
1 blue and 1 purple.
I love that Kyle's like near eidetic memory, along with like Violet's Wagon's actual knowledge of the surrounding area,
Yeah.
actually really, really get along well. Like that's fun. Did
Yeah.
Violet Wagon read the player's guide?
I mean, does he need to?
He can't read. I thought.
I don't think he can read. I don't think. I mean, I think
You
he
need
could probably.
you need to decide that.
I think he could probably like sound out a word. Like if there's a street sign and it's like Smythe or Willow Street or whatever, he could be like, what?
Sound it out, Violet.
Willow.
Good job.
Willow. That's the one. We're going the one that starts with the W. But I think that's about the extent of his literacy.
And then Ari will put wrap that piece of parchment up and put it with her quills and paper set.
You got.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
The Luos and Laws, that's the law firm here?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys cover the dead. I believe you're bringing Usa with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you load up the survivors in a cart, cover their,
And Usa.
wrap their blankets and wrap their shoulders in blankets, and begin the Well, actually, yeah. Where do you guys go to Old Matsuki's from here, or do you go to the Exchange?
Which one's closer?
Smells like coffee.
I think they're kind of the same. We'd have to Matsuki's might be farther. We'd have to go across the bridge and then over, but they're on very
Yeah, you
opposite
guys are in the
sides.
middle of town. You decide if you want to go north into the east or south into the west. The biggest decision is it's funny because you guys as characters genuinely would not have too much interest in these different factions.
Right.
And the ones who do have interest have said, I do, but it's somewhat mild. And that makes sense because you're not really baked into the traditional side, and so you chose naturally Northridge, and I really appreciated that. But this is kind of one of those things where, as a GM, I'm trying to determine, do they have a favorite? Do they lean one side or the other? So, and that's really the only thing you're deciding right now is you have all these villagers. You have successfully cleared downtown. You get that sense now that Moduiku is dead. You have the sense that it's cleared. So now you're just deciding who do you really want to go to report to, whether you want to do both, but who do you want to do first?
Belric is at the Exchange, so I would go to the Exchange. Or that's what I would think.
Yeah, I mean, if EE's all messed up, we'd probably want to get him healing. I think, my inclination as a character would be to go to the Silver Mist Lodges to get Dad home and to get Mom's body there and everything. But since EE's still all messed up and Gardas' dad is still all messed up, I'd say we go back there.
You can split.
Just split the party. You'll be fine.
I'm not being. I'm being sincere. You could split.
It's a trap. Nobody trusts that.
Everyone goes back to their families.
I
never that
already
easy.
would like to ask the people that we're saving where they want to go. And if we can spare the time, maybe do both, drop people off at Mitsuki's. But ultimately, she's more inclined to go to the Exchange. That's more of their home base in her mind.
I think since they got the cleric there and the Hand of Spring is on the way and we need some more healing, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You guys begin heading to the Exchange.
As we walk by the bridge, Violet looks longingly across the river.
It's a very somber journey. It's very quiet, but you guys are somewhat relieved because as the journey is quiet, so is all of the surrounding town. It seems as if the monsters are fleeing and will fade to black.
Dun, dun, dun. Today, 3rd? 4th?
4. August 4th.
Already.
For the listener. August 4th, 2024, 11:24 a.m. Set your watches.
Hey, is that going to work with our delivery schedule?
No.
Are we going to get trapped in a time paradox for doing this?
Yeah. Especially when people set their watches by it. They're all going to be off.
Yeah, this is coming to you live on August 4th, 2024. So if your watch says anything other than that, you are wrong.
If you open up your phone and it says it's January, you know that it's just the government lying to you.
Like they always do.
I fell through a wormhole again.